here we go to war together. And we don't play fighting upstairs. I know that my brother is ready for anybody in the world. I believe in them that much. Fight life is short. You have a longer life after fighting than when you have during fighting. That's the most challenging thing, figuring out what each person, each guy on my team is gonna do after fighting and making sure they're good. You have 50 people on the mats. Imagine just being me. 4 brains think better than 1 brain, right? Smart brains.
Yeah.
Put the right one. And it's not all about me, you know? The name, I said it before, the name is on the wall, but it's not about Marquez, it's about the team. Jonathan Webb, James Lyons, Dylan, everybody put their brains together and this is what we create. It's not only me.
I'm gonna come in hot. How would you describe the fighting culture in Philadelphia?
Greedy.
Greedy? I didn't expect that word.
No.
What does that mean?
Just, so like where we come from, there's a lot of hunger.
Right.
And everyone's trying to make it, right? Like, and even like sparring days, like it's almost like a real fight.
Yeah.
Like people just trying to make it out or letting emotions out, whatever it is. It's just greedy.
Right.
It's not technical. I don't care about your feelings and just greedy.
Right. A few people have said to me this week, and I've even used it on the broadcast. I think I've heard it. Like, it's that Philly grit. Something about Philly. It's almost like it's a describing word rather than a place. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm Philly, majority blue collar, working, hard work, and raise a family and make money to take your kids to college and blah, blah, blah. So just in every aspect, Philly just have some type of grit.
Yeah.
Even like the women.
Right.
It's like, it's everyone has grit here.
Where does that come from?
I think the way, the history in Philly, right? This is a fighting city from way back in the day.
Right.
And growing up, if you can't defend yourself verbally or physically,
right,
a lot of times you're gonna fail out here.
Right.
So even women, men, we all grow up the same, and you just gotta have that grit from a childhood all the way to your adult life.
Right. I like the way you said like verbally, because there's a lot of verbal sparring, and I get it in the UK where I think we pride ourselves on that as well. But I've seen it in every minute of my time here. It makes things fun, right?
And
but you've probably got to have
right?
that
like,
silver
like,
sharp tongue.
Yeah, it's like, yo, can you throw a jab? Or it's like, can you throw a jab? It's a little bit more grit in it. It's like, oh shit, I got his attention.
Yeah, yeah. When I was sitting on a podcast, it was one of the first things I did when I came through, and Big Justin.
Yeah.
Like everything he said to me, I felt like I was under fire. And I'm looking at his eyes going, does he really hate me right now? Or is this just how it is?
Yeah.
But he's just the sweetest guy who's
funny.
Also been messaging me on the socials and offering to take me out through the city and you
Don't
have
go.
to eat this.
Don't go.
Eat this food, be in this place.
Yeah.
There's definitely something that's happening here. From the UK, it was all Rocky and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's our association with Philadelphia. What is right and what's wrong about those associations or our perceived notions?
I don't think there's nothing
wrong with that.
I think they represent Philly like pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, the funny part with French Prince of Bel-Air and then Rocky, the fighting lifestyle.
Yeah.
The underdog and working, fighting. I mean, you see half our guys, like Ito comes in full of paint, work.
Yeah.
Rocky worked at the meat factory or whatever, you know. It's almost the same.
Right. In other parts of the world, I'm thinking like French MMA never got over the line. It was illegal until recently because the judo guys, they had a stronghold. In the UK, we still struggle to get over the boxing guys, and the boxing guys don't like us. We're okay with the boxing guys. Philly is so entrenched with boxing history. So I didn't realize just how many of the blue chip names and the world champions that came out of this city. I was like, oh, that guy was from Philadelphia as well. Oh my goodness. So I'm surprised to see MMA has found its way, almost, just because I know when someone's got a stronghold on something, they don't want it. Has there been a good working relationship with boxing, or is it a bit of an either or?
No, I mean, our guys go to boxing gyms as well.
Okay.
You know, Brady trained with Boots a lot.
Boots Ennis, he's this.
Yeah.
And his dad.
We have a good relationship. You know, I think MMA is a little bit higher than boxing now in Philly, and that's due to like the UFC doing their part.
Right.
I think boxing is in a little rocky situation right now, the way they're promoting and setting up fights. But I think our side, due to the big leagues, is getting more recognition. So then now that trickles down all the way to us, where we're at the bottom of the pole.
Right, gotcha. So let's talk your journey.
Yeah.
So you now have a stable of elite level fighters fighting at the highest level. How long has this journey through coaching been?
So I opened the gym 2012.
Right.
At probably a few blocks from here, 1,000 square feet, one bathroom, one changing room, no showers. The summertime, super hot. Wintertime, super cold.
Okay.
But little by little, you know, all the guys were, it was only Paul in the UFC. And then Eddie Alvarez was, I think, Bellator or UFC, but he was training out of Jersey. He'd come cross-train with us.
Yeah.
And just little by little, man, the grit, grinding, and we are here now, so.
From doing my research, it feels like this was almost a bit of a forced path. Yeah. You were helping guys out on the side a little bit, and then and this is a beautiful thing, that the guys had almost gotten together and they pulling you aside and going, please can you create something for us, because we believe in
So
what you do.
2012, I opened the gym. Before that, I was training guys that were not so financially stable. So before I opened the gym, we were training. I'm like, yo, wintertime is coming, whatever. I need to find a place. I had a gym that I was going to, and they were like, no, we need to do this. Everybody said no in the city to rent out the space for MMA.
Right.
And Bill Gershenfeld, and I love that man. He's like a brother to me. He's like, what do you want the space for? I said, MMA. He said, oh yeah, I watch UFC. I'm like, yo, it's MMA. UFC is elite. And then we started there, and then little by little, one thing led to another. We partnered up with Daniel Gracie for a couple of years. He took a different route, moved out of Philly, and we just kept doing what we were doing.
Yeah. One thing I've noted through your journey, on looking back through your resume, is you are not afraid to collaborate with people.
Oh, no.
And
I don't know it all.
There are very different people in this world.
Yeah.
That they do think that they know it all, or that their way is the best. Maybe they've been burned. But what is it about you and your journey that has this open mind where you bring people in, you let people teach on your mat?
So I think I played baseball growing up, a lot of baseball, then boxing, stuff like that, MMA. But before, when I was a little kid, 5 years old, started playing baseball all the way to my teen years, then started boxing, whatever. In baseball, you have a team.
Right.
The team is not about one coach. You have your first baseman coach, your third baseman coach.
Right.
Football is the same way.
Yeah, they have the defense and everything.
Right. And you have 50 people on the mats. Imagine just being me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's never going to work.
You can't give them attention.
4 brains think better than 1 brain, right? Smart brains.
Yeah.
You put the right one. And it's not all about me, you know? Name, I said it before, the name is on the wall, but it's not about Marquez, it's about the team. If I put my team first, I need help. I need good help, smart help. And we all doing it together. Jonathan Webb, James Lyons, Dylan, everybody put their brains together, and this is what we create. It's not only me.
Yeah. Yeah, because as much as I have been doing my research, you're not an easy guy to sort of find. And I've been with the UFC 10 years now, and there are certain coaches that we hear from quite a bit. Yeah. With the win record that you guys have, kind of per win rate, we don't have the matching appearances from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And even when I was like, oh, let me go check out Coach John, I'm like, oh, I private on the Instagram as well.
I mean, what does it mean, right?
Yeah, but what does it? Because I think it does mean something.
Yeah, but you know my team, you know the guys.
Yep.
That's all that matters. I'm not the one stepping in the cage.
Right.
It's just Coach John. That's good, right? Like, what does it mean for the world to know Coach John? What does it really mean?
Yeah, I guess sometimes it's the platform allows you to reach more people.
I mean,
I guess you don't.
Come to Philly.
There you go.
Yeah. I have guys, you see guys that drive up from New York 3 hours to train with us. I take pride in that. And I don't really, I mean, what am I going to get? Socks and underwears, sponsorship? Because my page is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get that Christmas every day from my kids anyway. So, like, I just focus on making sure the guys reach their goals, and I'm happy with that, man. I lay my head on the pillow every night knowing I did everything I can, and I'm good. You've
said it a couple of times about doing it for Philadelphia. Philadelphia didn't have certain things. Like, what is it you feel like you have to give back to this city?
What we're doing now. You see how you guys are here?
Yeah.
We never had this.
Right.
And little by little, we're going to get more. But we have to do that through winning in the big stage.
Right.
So.
Why is it important to you to put, not even put Philly on the map, but make this effort for the city as well? I know it's your guys as well.
You're raised here. Your kids are born here. You want to do good for the city. You know, you want to put your city on the map.
Right.
It's like in our culture, that's a big thing. You know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we could continue to do that.
Yeah, I like it. I want to dive into the way that you kind of run the gym and the way that it is that to help people understand. So if you had, I'm not sure what it's called. I should do because I did a business degree, but they have not a methodology, but like the culture statement. Mm-hmm. Like if you had that on page 1 of the book to Marquez MMA, what are the leading lines there?
So my first line would be family first.
Right.
And the second time, your team is your family. The second line, your team is your family. So if you put those two together, you're good. You know, we will never fight each other in the big stage. Never. I know bosses don't like that or whatever, but I was telling you yesterday, I'd rather you have that friend for life than just be friends on the mats and lose it once you fight each other and want to take each other's belts, you know? It gets kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, like, I like to have that family environment on the mats.
Yeah. What do you think it is about? Before I go into that, I understand the role of a coach, and it's a very important role. And you would probably tell me that the things you thought you were signing up for, and then the things that you found out that you've actually signed up for, it's way bigger. And a lot of people will be aiming to hang that belt on the wall. What is it about Coach John that doesn't want the guys in the gym fighting one another for that gold? There's something, friendship and brotherhood is more important than just the record and the shiny stuff.
Yeah. So where we come from, a lot of people, loyalty is everything. Your loyalty gets you a pass to live longer life. So I take that from my childhood and growing up in the streets or whatever, and I brought that into our team because I've been to teams that doesn't exist, and you feel different, you know? Like, man, do these guys even like each other? Do they know each other? You have one gang of fighters here, the other gang of fighters, and it's like, what the hell is going on? You know, nobody know each other, nobody goes to eat with each other, and I'm like, yo, we can't be like this, you know? Can't be like this. And this is all around the world. I've been all around the world.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I always said, man, we have to do that different, that part different. And it's also your brother. Would you want your friend to be there for you when you're 60 years old? Or you're going to take his belt, take his rice and beans, and then be like, brother, you're still my brother. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Because you was counting on my plate when I was eating, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let me eat, and then Marab and Aljo did it.
Yeah.
That's big respect, you know?
Yeah.
I know the organization doesn't like it. Obviously, I wouldn't either if I was running it. But when you look into it, I think they did it the right way.
Yeah, yeah. While we're on that, I've spotted, it's a very multicultural mat. And I spotted you got guys from Russia, you guys from Ukraine. There's a Palestinian guy on your mat as well. And
Tajiki, Uzbek.
Yeah, and some of these nations, there's geopolitical issues right now. What happens in the gym when this stuff keeps popping off? Because
it's dead. These guys eat with each other. You saw how we eat off the same plate?
Yeah.
They do that.
Right.
That don't mean anything on our mats. We're all one. We're a family.
Have you ever had to address it?
No, not once.
Really?
Not once.
So everyone just knows?
Just no.
Is that a Marquez MMA thing, or can I give credit to martial arts as like
martial arts?
Right.
Like, yo, we're one, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously we're the enforcers of that rule.
Gotcha.
And if you get out of line, I mean, listen, I take pride of our mats not being for everyone. I've had famous fighters, I had top guys come, but we're not for everyone.
Right.
Because not everyone want to be a part of a team this way, you know?
Right.
Some people are selfish, it's all about them. That's fine. That's what floats your boat.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But if they don't fit, you don't see them on our mats.
Yeah. And how does someone come and get knowledge from you and your coaches and share them out with these other great fighters?
So a lot of people hit us up, right? If they fit in, you'll be welcome. But the bad apples, they always find their way out.
Right.
They can feel it.
Right.
Yo, coach, like, I'm good. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
So you let people kind of have a dress rehearsal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see who they are. If
Yeah.
they're team players, if they don't fit in, they can feel my energy quick.
Right.
It's what it is, you know?
Yeah, with that energy, what was it someone was saying earlier? Like Coach Webb, you know, he's got credentials there that you can look him up on Sapology, and you're like, oh shit, but he's quite a mild-mannered guy, right? And then they say, but then we got Coach John, who just lets you know, like pretty direct.
Jonathan is my partner, and great coach, great brother. He's like my family, and when he's next to me, he's like, yo, like, it's all right, you know. But sometimes I've seen them get like Coach John. I'm like, yo, I didn't know you had that in you. But like, I'm like, yo, you don't mess with Coach John. But then Jonathan is like a little bit more you lead way and works with you a little bit more. And it's like me, I don't have time for that.
Right.
I'm old as hell. Yo, we got a job to do. Let's do the job, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Coaching is like you got to be a psychiatrist, a doctor, a father, an uncle, a brother.
Yeah.
So it's like it gets overwhelming sometimes.
What makes a good coach?
The love for the guys, the fighter. You gotta love your fighter. If you don't love your fighter, you don't get to know who they are. You don't get to know their issues, what they're into, what they're not into, and it's not really about. I mean, technique is there, obviously, but if you don't love your fighters and the game, you have to. I study every day. You gotta love your fighter, number one, to get to know what you're working with, and then you gotta love the game, which is the sport.
I'm going to challenge this. I'm interested in what you say here. My first job out of college, I was a recruitment consultant, and I went into the interview. I remember speaking to the boss, and he says, "Why do you want to do this?" I said, "Oh, I'm a people person, love people." He says, "You do know you're basically throwing people to the wolves in these interviews. I mean, and this isn't fighting." He says, "This is like a cattle market. So if you like people that much, then you might want to reconsider this." I'm like, With fighting, you are walking. It's a very unnatural thing, or maybe it's not. Depends on who's listening. You're walking people into a fist fight, and you say you have to love them so much. But our human natural instinct is to protect as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm just kind of throwing that back at you, because it then must be very challenging on. If you're a loving person, that's really challenging on your spiritual side.
So Marines, right? They love each other because they go to war together.
Right.
Here we go to war together, and we don't play fighting upstairs. I know that my brother is ready for anybody in the world. I believe in them that much, you know? Like, some people ask me in other interviews, like, do you feel nervous before fights? No, because I know what we're about to do. So I believe and trust in them so much that we could take anybody. I believe in my work. We did the job. And if it's not our night, it's not our night. That was written in the books already, you know? But I have deep beliefs that we're ready for anybody.
One of the things that I was alluding to earlier about the coaching role is how difficult it is to go and see people come second to their dream. How do you manage that as the guy who's walking the walk with these guys and gals?
So we literally just had a chat the other day, like, you guys have to have a plan, you know, because not everyone's going to be a world champion. And even the regional guys, not everyone's going to get into the UFC. So you guys have to have a plan B or use this to create a life after fighting. Fight life is short. Mm-hmm. You have a longer life after fighting than when you have during fighting. And that's the most challenging thing, figuring out what each person, each guy on my team is going to do after fighting and making sure they're good.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. What ingredients do you think when you get new talent through the door, what ingredients are you looking for that you know will be a success in your team and beyond?
Dedication.
Right.
If someone's dedicated and committed. So if you're interested, I tell the guys all the time, if you're interested, you're only going to show up when it feels good. Mm-hmm. When you're committed, you're going to find a way here. I have guys that drive an hour and a half every day, morning and night.
Yeah.
Each way.
Yeah.
Just to train because they're committed.
Yeah.
If you're interested and it's raining, you're not going to get your feet wet. You're going to stay home. Yeah. If you're committed, you're going to find a way to the mats.
Yeah.
So I say the mats don't lie. You know, mats don't lie.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. These floors don't lie. They know when you're here, so.
Yeah. To help us understand a little bit more about Philly MMA, who are some of the people that are kind of responsible for building the scene?
Oh, Eddie Alvarez.
Okay.
You know, Eddie Alvarez, Paul Felder. Man, these guys, they put the city on the map back in the day. You know, and they had some fucking dog fights. And I think that's what shows the Philly grit. Right. You know, you watch these guys fight, it's especially Paul Felder, man.
He's losing parts of his body.
He probably have the most expensive medical bill in the UFC. If you add it up, every fucking fight.
Yeah.
Every time you fight, I'm at this hospital. Shit. Put it all out there. Yeah. He's an intense guy.
Yeah. I'm privileged to spend so much time with him. And it's great that he can now use a lot of those skills. I think that's, you don't need to be a world champion to be on that microphone for the UFC. Because sometimes you've been through so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've turned every corner, right, and found a way. That I think that sometimes is in that position worth more than being a champion.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
What do you think it means to a Shawn Brady to have been around in the same era as Eddie Alvarez and Paul Felder?
Man, so you see how he performs? Because he learned what to do and what not to do from the early on guys. You know, as the guys kept fighting, we kept learning. Yo, we need to do this. We can't do this. But having Brady around since then, it's crazy. A fucking machine. A machine.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was an amateur when Paul was whatever in the UFC. And he always said, like, yo, I'm going to be a world champion. Since he was a kid, I'm going to be a world champion. You talk to his dad will tell you, like 16 years old. I'm going to be a world champion and learn from Paul. They used to train together all the time when Paul was active. Took his energy and just multiplied by fucking 10. Yeah.
Yeah, he's intense on the mat.
Yeah.
Like watching him, like technically and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something to behold.
Yeah.
He went through some tricky periods though. As his coach, I'm alluding to the fact like he had this strive for perfection that was a little unhealthy.
Yeah.
How did you help guide him through that? Because what we've seen on the other side is even more terrifying.
Before the Bilal fight, you could say anything you wanted. He respects you, but you could tell certain things in and out.
Right.
Because he had to be perfect.
Okay.
You know, my day has to do this, my training session has to be like this. And we kept telling him, yo, there's more to life than being undefeated.
Right.
And he didn't learn until he learned in the world stage, you know? Sometimes life has a way to teach you a lesson, and sometimes they put you in front of the entire world.
Right.
So you could really learn that lesson.
Yeah.
And after that, he started getting better, realizing like, oh shit, the same people that loved me before still love me. I still got my team. Everyone's still here. And he started changing. And then he had his daughter.
Right.
And that really like, now you have real life problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Raising a kid, like making sure everything is good. Now he's like, the other day he had an issue, small issue with something. He's like, I don't care about this, man. Like I got real life problems.
Right.
I got a kid to feed.
Yeah.
So that right there is letting me know, like, man, this guy is. But it was rocky.
Right.
It was rocky. Thought it was over.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you build him back up?
Just being there for them, showing him that, yo, you still waking up and you have a purpose. You good. You know? You one loss.
Right.
This is only going to make you better. But I'm grateful for that loss, man. It changed him. He's grateful too. Like, yeah, everything is different now.
Yeah.
You know? So it was a good lesson.
How far can he go?
The gold. The gold. We're gonna get there. Little by little. You'll see. And we go party after. I'm sure you work that night.
Yeah, for sure. He's it's so competitive now in that welterweight division. That any one of the guys in the top, they're all just scrambling, right? I mean, the margins are so tight. What do you think makes him different?
I think Brady do this for his legacy.
Right.
Brady want you to talk about him 30 years from now.
Yeah.
Some guys do it for the fame, the money. It's understandable. But this kid, you could take his paycheck away and he would do the same thing every day.
Right.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I think as a fighter, that makes you different, you know? Because you're not doing it for the check. You're doing this for your own legacy.
Yeah. I don't doubt he won't be any different if he becomes a champion, but from the outside, it will certainly attract a lot more eyeballs. We have a lot of really inspirational fighters who are just starting out their regional careers all the way through that we can all take something from. Why would Shawn Brady be a great champion?
I mean, Brady is our team captain. Trains 2-3 times a day, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, laser focused, studies a couple hours, the fight game a couple hours a day. That's literally the model of a fighter that you want everyone to be, you know? And that's what makes him different. He's not gonna win a championship belt and then go to a club and get hammered.
Right.
Or take a vacation for a month or two.
Yeah.
Like, he take a couple of days off, and this is his job. He's like, yo, this is my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
If I don't do this, I'm not working.
Yeah.
And his family understands this, which is weird too, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a fight, but he shows up every single day as normal schedule.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
I don't see that from every fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's definitely special.
Yeah.
I'm jumping about here now, but I want to bring this up. Excuse this. When I was sat in your office when they were doing a podcast, I was just looking around the room and I looked down and there's your book, and on the spine of the book it said "Doubt Me Now."
Yeah.
It's on, and it was the Coach John book. So sorry, I wasn't snooping around, but it was literally facing me, and I thought I've got to ask you. When did you write that and why?
How the hell did he see this? What the fuck?
It's kind of
I wrote that years ago. Probably like, that book is like 8 years old.
Right.
And I write it on every book that I have, that I write my techniques.
Okay.
So everything that we teach on the mats, it's written. I can show you.
Every session?
Every session. I could show you what we went over 2021. January 2021. And it was just, I don't know, that I felt like nobody believed in us at first.
Right.
And everybody doubted us.
Right.
I doubt this kid's gonna be champion. And I just write that every single book, Doubt Me Now.
Right. Have you felt like other coaches and maybe the MMA space has doubted you because maybe you weren't Greg Jackson or you weren't Henry Hoof or something like that?
A little bit.
Right.
But it's all right.
Yeah.
That's fuel to the fire.
Well, the results are, we say the proof is in the
I
pudding.
love it. I want that because it keeps you on your toes, you know?
Yeah.
But not every day is easy, but you look at that and that's my fuel. Like, all right.
Yeah.
I have to keep it going.
Yeah. And from the surface, like with your personality, you have a real high energy, magnetic personality, and it's fun. But I'm very lucky you allowed me into one of your classes, and the detail, the minutia, the 15 seconds, the 30 seconds, like everything is really, really well thought about. So I feel like behind what we see in front of us now, there's deep, deep thought.
Yeah.
On absolutely
So
everything.
I smoke a lot of cigars, and when I leave here, I go home and study. I open my laptop, study, and think about the game, think about next week, tomorrow, next month, whatever. But you have to try to put the guys through the ringer on the mats. So when they experience that in the cage, I could walk up to you on the mats. Hey, John, listen, try to do this, work on this. I can't do that in the cage until that 1 minute comes up. Right. And now the cut man's in your way, the camera's in your way. Now you really have like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And if your fighter is not there mentally, now you really have like 10 seconds to wake him up. And you know, but our training style is to make it as close as possible to a fight. Right. Chaotic, people coaching you, and you know, you're like, what the fuck? Where's the clock? You can't see the clock. Yeah. So all that, it's on purpose. I saw you yesterday looking for the clock, but you couldn't find it.
That was just me.
I covered it.
Okay.
I covered the clock.
I was looking out for air. I wasn't looking for the clock.
You look at James is like, nah, it's covered.
I was looking for my
But that happens in a fight. Let's say in a fight, you're tired. You're looking for that new clock they put.
Right.
Which is amazing because before we had to turn around and look at the screen. Yeah. But a lot of times you're not going to find that.
Yeah.
Now you're showing your guy you tired.
Yeah.
You know? So everything is with a purpose.
Yeah. You said that book goes back 8 years. Maybe you're revising those books, and if so, like, what have you seen to be the biggest evolution in mixed martial arts?
Man, I think, like especially recently, I talked about the fighting nerds.
Yeah,
they're doing a great job over there. But I think the biggest evolution is guys fighting on both stances.
Right.
Their fighting styles.
Yeah.
Before was like orthodox or just a wrestler. Now you have wrestlers knocking people out.
Yeah.
It's a crazy evolution, you know?
Yeah.
The footwork, head movement, the combinations, everything is just crazy now.
Yeah.
It's constantly changing too.
Yeah.
So when I did it back in the day, it was just you show up and you duke it out, and that's what it is. Now it's like you have to be calculated, like this guy, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It keep me and our coaches working.
Yeah.
Even when we're not on the mats, you know. So it's good.
Yeah, you got to say across it all. How are you guys supporting the rise of the next generation of fighters out of Philadelphia?
You saw our mats, all the young kids.
Yeah.
They get treated just like UFC guys. Everybody's the same. There's no superstars on our mats. Everybody's the same. Everybody trained the same techniques. We have kids coming up that are undefeated.
Right.
And it's the same thing. Same thing we did with the UFC guys, we're going to do with the next generation.
Right.
And that's my focus. My focus is more on the younger guys because the UFC guys are already here. Yeah. Obviously, they're going to get their training, but the next generation is right here on our hands. So we have to take care of them. If we
Yeah.
only focus on this and they retire, you're done.
Yeah.
So everybody gets treated the same.
If a young kid walked into the gym today and they said they wanted to fight in the UFC, what would you tell them?
Show up. Show up. And you eventually, if it's written for you, you will be there.
Right.
But without work, you can't.
Yeah.
I tell my guys that right now. Coach, like, I'm thinking about, can we get a fight? Show up. When I tell you you're ready, you're ready.
Okay.
Until then, if you don't show up, you're not going to get a fight.
Yeah. Nice. I got a couple of quick fire questions for you.
Yeah.
Little fun ones.
Yeah.
And these are always challenging. So I sort of have a little sympathy because everyone says, oh shit, I don't want to forget someone. Who in the gym is the most fun to have around?
The most fun? Shit. Probably Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Coach Webb.
Okay. Who is the most talented athlete you've ever coached?
Talented? Pat Sabatini.
Right. Why'd you say that?
He's the most well-rounded guy I've ever seen in my life. He's still battling with his believing in himself. And the last fight he showed it. But striking, grappling, wrestling, sambo, you name it. This fucking guy is it.
He's got it.
But once that clicks, you will see it.
Okay.
You will see it.
Exciting. Hardest worker in the gym?
Shawn Brady.
Right. Biggest prankster?
Me.
Yeah. You have said this before, but I'll put it in this question as well. Who's the either official or unofficial captain?
Mr. Shawn Brady. He will get on your ass. He will curse your ass out.
I think I might have seen that earlier today. on the
Yeah,
bat,
with the
actually.
younger guys.
Yeah.
I let him talk. And then, yo, all right, let's go.
Yeah. I like that. And I also like to give a little shout out to the ones that are coming through as well.
Yeah.
I'm excited as a guy that calls fights in the UFC, like who should I be following right now? And I'm just a fan. So to fans that are looking for the next stars, who should we be following?
Bro, we have plenty of them. So, welterweight Ito, Babula Ite from Georgia, undefeated, crazy talent, super tough guy. Works construction in the morning, comes to train, goes back, do construction, comes to train again. Super dedicated.
Wow.
That's commitment. We have Ben Coyle, just fought last weekend. 6 finishes in a row, like a year and a half. We have Ned Cruz from Tajikistan, Samardan.
Yeah,
he did road to UFC, I think,
Yeah.
on short notice. This kid is 11-0. They're both from Tajikistan. Nodir, man, we have so many guys.
Okay.
So many guys.
All right. We'll just follow the page, right?
Follow the page. You'll see these killers. So many names.
Yeah.
And so many last names I can't pronounce.
Yeah. Oh, I know all about that.
Yeah.
And people tell me about it as well. What's your favorite moment so far as a coach?
As a coach, favorite moment when Joey told Dana White to sign his contract. I was like, that is ballsy. Relax. But he went up to Dana. I was like, sign my fucking contract. Dana was like, all right. I'm like, brother, you playing with the boss. Like, relax. But that was one of my favorite moments after breaking his arm, and it was a crazy situation.
Right.
Said they would never fight. He would never fight again. Went to the regionals. We took a fight, knocked the guy with the bad arm.
Yeah.
And then went back to Contender and did what he did.
Be more Joe Pyfer.
The only knockout of the night.
Yeah.
We were watching in the back, and we're like, yo, these fights are boring, bro. Like, you need to do something. He was like, yo, I'm going to send this guy to another universe. I was like, you better do it because these fights suck. And then he did it. He did it.
Right.
And then he snapped at the boss, and I'm like, yo, okay, there's a fucking limit to this.
Well, it worked.
Yeah,
And
it
some.
worked. It worked.
On the other side of things, what have been maybe the toughest moments that you've encountered?
The toughest moment was when Pat Sabatini, before he got signed to the UFC, was on a weird lock and lifted his opponent up. His opponent threw the leg over, and all the weight went back and snapped his arm. So his arm looked like a Z. And I'm just sitting on the corner, and I'm like, is this really happening? He's just staring at his arm. This was back here. And we're like, this done. He mangled his arm. He's never going to get signed. And supposedly after that fight, UFC's like, yo, win one more, we got you.
Oh.
And it didn't. And I'm like, this is fucking sad. But again, I don't know, some miracle, nothing happened to the ligaments.
Right.
He was back in the gym like 7 days.
Wow.
Fought in CFFC and legit flatlined a guy. They had to like work on the guy in the cage.
Oh boy.
You could talk to CFFC, Rob Hayek, about this. That was the next fight. And then he got signed.
Right.
He got signed. But we went to Mississippi, Tunica, Mississippi. There wasn't shit out there. It was just 2 casinos in the middle of nowhere. And Pat went out there, flatlined the guy.
Right.
Crazy.
Punched his ticket.
But I was pretty sad. I was pretty sad for him. See him in the stretcher and all that, that really messed me up.
I'm certainly not putting words in your mouth, but you shared with me the story of how the city shut your gym down as well. That must have been pretty rough as well.
Yeah, that was right after Chiesa. Was it Chiesa? Yeah. Yeah. 2-3 years ago, whatever that was. We landed Sunday, Monday, the city shut the entire building. There was like 11 tenants there, and it was a sticker on my window. We shut the whole building down. I'm like, what the fuck? Is a lock? They covered my lock. I couldn't get in the office. And come to find out, the landlord didn't have permits to rent out space there.
Right.
So he just took our money for years, and we would never secure it in there. So they closed the building. We didn't have a gym for like 4 months.
And you got guys in the UFC preparing for fights.
Luckily, Daniel Gracie had the gym. We were using his mats.
Right.
And it was fucked up. And that's why we're on the 4th floor here.
Right.
This is all I found.
Right.
But
All
it's
you
cool.
found, but it's a cool building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the videographers love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It looks good on camera.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It's gritty. It matches the city.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
What's left for you to achieve in this game? What ambitions have you got of your own?
I just want to see my guys reach their goals. I have world champions, and I'm gonna do this to the day I die. So if I make it about one thing, I'm gonna just do this to the day I die.
Right.
That's it.
Love it. Well, we're here to ride the journey and see what comes next.
Hell yeah. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Always,
very
always
much.
good to see you.